Hey, everybody. Paul Fontaine here with Dirty Dan, the Music Man, Jeff Hawkins, and Seb for another fun edition of the Music Nerds Podcast, episode number 3. And I want to thank everyone who's watched and listened so far. Last week, I had a really good, really fun time, got a lot of great feedback. So I want to thank you all. We had some people in the chat, which is always cool. And we left off with some homework. So got the regular things we do where we talk about the things we listen to, but I mean, that'll kind of be incorporated in this as well. So I know what Jeff picked, and I think you guys all know what I picked, but I'm not sure what Dan or Seb went with. So
I got quiet.
Yeah. So Dan, let's start with you.
Sure.
So we had to remind you guys, to remind everybody, we had to listen to some old school early 80s rap or John from Memphis suggested what was it? Late 70s, early
80s
funk. Yeah. So what did you go with, Dan?
So I hated the fact that you said early 80s rap because I was having such a hard time with early 80s and defining what early 80s was.
Well,
okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm with you because I went to about 85 and I go, well, that's mid, but it's still early.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Yeah, like,
thank you, Jeff.
And the funny thing is because for my late 70s,
that's
I kind of had.
I'll take that hit.
Well, no, but I had 75. I had a 75 album,
okay,
and I think it qualified, but we'll get to it.
All right.
But
so I started in 1980, and I'm almost positive I'm probably going to take something that Seb's probably going to take, and he probably listened to, and it was a Sugar Hill Gang, and it was the self-titled Sugar Hill Gang album, and I like that one. It had Rappers Reprise on his Sugar Hill Groove, and Rappers Delight 7-inch single on there as well, the single version. But there was one song on there, I think it was the first song, was Here I Am, and it did not sound like a rap song, so it threw me off a little bit. I was like, this doesn't really sound like rap to me. This sounds like more like just like a mellow song. And then the rest of them are great, though. I mean, they're all longer songs. I loved every single song, and it was great. And then I went to the next one. It was about 1984, Africa Bambaataa, which I've never listened to any of that.
Nice.
Oh God, it was terrible, Jeff.
I know, because he is hit or miss. Like
it was
Africa Bambaataa, is that what you said?
Is that the one? Is that the one where he does the thing with James Brown?
It's Planet Rock the album. Planet Rock the album,
Rock.
1984. Every song sounded the same on there. It was the same song over and over again, and except for one song, which was Go Go Pop, and that was probably their popular song on there. And I was like, I'm not going to listen to anything else. But then I saw they actually just did something recently, like within the past year or so, and I was like, whoa! I'm like, they're still relevant. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. I went on to continue with 1984, did Run DMC, their self-titled one.
Nice.
And Hard Times, It's Like That. That was just awesome. I was like, this is just such an awesome album. And
Crown Royal is a great Run DMC album.
Oh, yeah, that was a great one, too. Yeah, that's a great one, too. And then I said, I got to stop at some point. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do late 80s just for the heck of it because I had this movie that I watched a couple of years ago, Straight Outta Compton, NWA. And that went pretty hard. I went pretty hard on that one. Straight Outta Compton, F the Police. I'm gonna.
So you just did like the evolution of rap.
That's exactly what it did. Yep. Yeah. Yes, it did. Yes. Yep.
Nice. And I mean, I didn't know. I'm not familiar with that name, but the first thing I saw was comments by him that Africa Bambaataa from Curtis Blow, who I listened to. That we'll get into. But so Seb, what did you end up going with then? Oh, you're muted, I think. I'm not hearing you.
No, he just turned it on. So.
Oh yeah, I got no audio from Seb.
I got no audio from Seb either.
Hang on.
Vamp! Somebody vamp!
Wait, maybe this is a spot to put some songs. Maybe it's a spot to some songs in.
Let me check his mic settings. Adjust mic volume below. I'll crank it up. Let's see what happens there. We're still not getting you, Seb. Okay, maybe Seb is talking, his mouth is moving, but we're not hearing a word. Maybe check and make sure your mic is plugged in. I don't know. I assume you can hear us because you're talking. Yeah, he's nodding.
Or if you have one of these, I will
talk. Yeah, maybe there's something on your actual mic that's muted or something, or maybe it's not plugged in.
It would be a computer setting.
Yeah, because I tried changing the audio settings on my end and nothing changed. So I'll talk about mine and we'll see if we can get Seb going. This will suck if we can't, because I mean, like 75% of our listeners are probably here for Seb. So I started with Curtis Blow, and that was the first name that popped into my head.
Awesome.
And it's something that I'd always kind of wanted to listen to. And I knew the song The Breaks, and that's pretty much it, like that I knew from him. And so I listened to his debut album, and I thought it was great. And it reminded me a lot of Sugar Hill Gang. Like it's the same kind of like style of rap. You know, I mean, obviously rap was just evolving, and it also reminded me of, and I don't know, it's possible he's even on this track, I'm not sure, but it reminded me of Rapture as well. A lot of the songs on here. And when I say it, I mean, they're all different. Very, you know, not the same, like that second album you talked about, Dan, but like The Breaks was a great track. He does on this album a cover of Taking Care of Business, and it's not like, it's more like Walk This Way, you know, like Run DMC, where they're actually covering the song, but even that is more of like a rap version of Walk This Way. This one, he's just literally singing Taking Care of Business. He's not even rapping. Like it was really good. Like I enjoyed his take on the song. And then I listened to the one with the CD bonus tracks. So Christmas Rappin', it's a great song. I love that one. You know, it's I'll probably request it on, and I was told we got to clarify this. We will reference on this show occasionally our friend Dan LeCue. Or not Dan LeCue. Dan LeCue is right beside me here.
Hi.
David Lovell, who does a weekly or a daily show on Facebook that he posts, and it's a music show where he plays. Just every day's got a different theme, and so at Christmas time he does Christmas shows where he does requests, and
I love
one of them is an alternative.
I love his Christmas shows. They're so awesome. The alternative Christmas shows, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Awesome.
I will request Christmas Rappin' this year.
Awesome.
Yeah, and but people can listen to it now if they want. It's available on YouTube. Let's try Seb again. Let's do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not getting nothing.
No.
I don't know what it is. I would suggest maybe unplug everything and then come back in. And so we will lose your picture for a minute and see if that works. Yeah. Okay. He's going to try that. And we'll keep going and we'll see what happens. So then I went with well, actually, this was on my number one albums. One of the ones that I picked, and it was 1974 albums that I had been doing. And then I finished that. So then I went into 1975. And the first number one album of 1975 was Ohio Players. And it was called, I believe, Fire.
Yes. That's a good one. That's a good one.
And so this would very much be funk. And, you know,
God, yes.
Came out in 1975. So, you know, by the time it got popular, it was probably 76, 77. So you know, we can call it late. But I thought it was great. I didn't know any songs on here at all. Love Roller Coaster is the only song I really know by them. And that was on their next album.
Mm-hmm.
I was shocked you had never heard Fire, given the number of companies that use it in advertising.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, I don't watch commercials, so that's right. Part of it. Yeah,
got to remember he's in Canada. They might even have those commercials there, Jeff.
And that's the other one. But I mean, I did like Fire. I liked I Want to Be Free. Kind of stood out to me.
Okay.
And let's see, trying to look at what the other ones were. And Together Feelings. That was a good one. And I guess it was like like the second track on the album, and they redid it and then mixed it with a different song, and so it was just at the very end. It was a short track, but I really liked it. Maybe because I had already heard Forever, so I felt like I kind of knew it a little bit. And then Jeff had recommended a song, or he said, what was it called? Funky
Worm.
So that auto played right after it. And I swear to God, it's like Leo Rush on the singing.
One of the singers is doing an old lady voice as a grandmother, and then it's like, and then talking about a worm. It's fantastic. It's kitschy. It's basically a novelty song, but
it's the same voice that Leo Rush uses for his Blackheart character.
Oh, is it?
Like,
no.
Oh yeah. He's like, it's fine. You know, it's like because he's trying to do Gollum. And I guess Leo Rush doing Gollum sounds like one of the guys in the Ohio Players trying to play an old lady. So
Leo Rush is a professional wrestler. For those who don't know,
yeah, Leo Rush. Yeah,
we
and,
know
I mean,
it because we're wrestling fans.
and
but
the
others
odds of
may not.
people knowing that are actually watching live, especially right now, because we're going head to head with AEW pay per view,
Yeah.
might
got
be
it on.
unlucky. But maybe some of the people listening back. So that was it for me, because I also I do other stuff. I listen to a lot of other things throughout the week, and that was what I had time for. My friend Garrett had recommended. He gave me a list of kind of early 80s and into the mid 80s hip hop tracks that he kind of called like essential tracks. And I'm gonna listen to them. I didn't get a chance to today, but or this week, but I will probably listen to them next week or the week after, and then maybe I'll share the list with everybody. But it looked like a good list, and there was a couple of the Curtis Blow tracks were on there actually. Christmas Rappin' and The Breaks.
Basketball? Was that
maybe?
Okay.
But he had he had and Walk This Way was on there. When he got into the mid 80s, because that was like 84, 83, 84, I think.
Well, Walk This Way is Run DMC. I was thinking Curtis Blow with the.
I think it was just those two Curtis Blow songs. I'm not positive though. He had The Message on there as well. Sugar Hill Gang, right? Or no, Grandmaster Flash. What was Sugar Hill Gang? What was their big hit?
Rapper's Delight.
Rapper's
Delight.
Yeah, Rapper's Delight.
Right,
yeah, that was.
I always
that was
get
a
those
big
two
hit.
songs mixed up. Yeah,
and also kind of Apache, but that was really the bongo whatever.
Yeah, I would say Apache was on there for Rapper's Delight, and they also said Eighth Wonder as well. I don't know if you guys heard of Eighth Wonder before, but yeah, that was also one of them too.
Okay, let's try Seb, and this is why we should do a sound check before we log on. And there's Seb. I can hear him.
Can anyone hear me now?
Yes,
Yay.
yes, we can hear you now. Okay, so I just went over another album, and you know about it. I mentioned it in our group chat.
Wild.
I'm gonna churn him down a little bit because I had him cranked. But what did you end up going with, Seb?
So I definitely cheated a bit. I went with License to Ill, which was
beautiful. I was thinking about that one too. I was going to add that one, but I didn't want to be like, hey, something so easy.
One of my favorite albums of all time.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah. So good. I was I've never actually listened start to finish. I only knew the singles from it. So listening to the whole thing, it was just and it was such a massive album. I was looking it up, 10 million copies sold, and that was like 11 years ago. So could be a lot more now. And just everything on that album, I think personally No Sleep Till Brooklyn is
just favorite one,
phenomenal all time.
mine is Paul Revere,
favorite song by them, but that's another great one too.
Yeah, I mean,
but yeah, it was
wow,
that's the simile era of rap. It was so good.
So
if I had known it'd be this kind of party, I'd have stuck my dick in the mashed potatoes.
So you had never heard like stuff like Posse in Effect, Rhyming and Stealing, Slow and Low?
No, the album's just a little bit before I started getting.
Yeah, I mean, you were born in 81, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay. This is me in middle school going, the girls all like Duran Duran and the boys all like the Beastie Boys.
I was 15, so 14, 15. I had the biggest argument with somebody, or a couple guys in my class, because the Fight for Your Right. There's the line in there where living at home is such a drag. Your mom threw away your best porno mag. Mm-hmm. They were insistent that the line was living at home is such a drat. Now I'm like, okay, first of all, drat isn't a word. Oh, it's hip hop slang. Okay, no, because it rhymes with mag, which is in the next line, and they were no, it's drat. You just don't get hip hop. It's like you.
No.
This is actually my favorite bit on the show. Is Paul relives his childhood arguments over misheard lyrics.
Oh, the best one. I mean, the best. Oh, Girls. Mona brings up. Yeah, Girls is great. That was a single, Girls. So you probably knew that one, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That played in the bars still, even when I was starting to go to bars.
Oh yeah, yeah, because it would usually lead into like some newer song. Yeah. All I really want is girls. 2 a.m, it's girls. Yeah. No, my absolute worst ever misheard lyric, and I think Seb knows this one. You other two guys probably don't. Was Aerosmith,
You
So
teenagers.
I'm in my dad in the back of my dad's the back seat of my dad's car, and it comes and the song comes on, and I'm singing, and I'm like, chorus comes in, and I'm like, do the mashed potato, do the mashed potato. My dad's like, shuts it up. What the hell did you just sing?
Pulls over. Get out of the car. Yeah.
I'm like, do the mashed potato. And he's like, are you insane? And he's like, have you listened to the song? And I'm like, yeah, it's do the mashed potato. Because you got to remember, this is before the internet, and we didn't get the song titles. Sometimes you didn't hear the DJ. So I thought it was do the mashed potato, and it was dude looks like a lady.
I had a kid named Jason in my grade school class, and he was positive that TLC was singing Go Go Jason Waterfalls, and I was like, what does Jason Waterfalls even mean? Why are they singing to you?
Wow.
Absolutely.
There was and again I'll reference our friend David. He had a show one time where he played misheard lyrics, and he asked for requests, and everyone told their stories, and it was great. Like some of the ones, I wish I could remember them, but there were some really, really good ones. I think the famous one is she's got electric boobs. Or two, I read it in a
Benny
magazine.
and the Jets.
Yeah, and
Benny and the Jets has a bunch of them because they're weird and they're made. I mean, anything with like made up phrases. It's like Manfred Mann's blinded by the light.
Yeah, wrapped up like a douche. Another
deuce,
Right.
D-U-C-E,
No.
not douche.
Yeah.
wrapped
Yeah.
up like a douche. Another boner in the night. That's what
No,
he said. I mean, okay, I know that.
I thought I was a dirty one here.
I know that's not the lyrics, but that's what I sing every single time. But it is wrapped up like a deuce, another runner in the night.
Yes.
But that's not what I heard. And there's like millions of them, and then of course there's Nirvana and who's the what's that one from the late 60s where nobody had a Louie. Nobody knew what the hell was going on. But now you can actually look up the lyrics, so it's not as much fun. I still wonder if they're actually correct sometimes, though. When you see them, when you go to karaoke and those lyrics are up there, half the time they're wrong. I was one headlight. I was doing one headlight one time, and those lyrics were totally wrong. Whatever was on the screen, and I just sang the song I know as opposed to what they were telling me to sing. But yeah, so that was fun. Got a little bit of four guys that are definitely not urban.
I haven't gone yet.
Oh shit, Jeff! I'm sorry.
Poor
I
Jeff.
thought I went with you first.
See,
Okay,
you do the entire show in our chat during the week, and then you think I've gone already. All right, so on the rap front, I started listening to songs. Electric Kingdom by Twilight 22 is a real fun one. Supersonic by JJ Fad, which was an all-women's group. I miss rap just being synthesizers and scratches. I had an argument with the aforementioned Garrett once that rap died after sampling died, because I love sampling. I love listening to see what hooks people get in the music, but I ended up on UTFO, which, if you weren't a child of a certain age growing up, you have no idea what the Roxanne Wars were. Roxanne. I was walking down the street and I said, hello, my name is Kangol from UTFO. And then Roxanne Shante with her answer thing about trying to hit on her. And then they came back with Crab. And then you had like all sorts of spin-offs, like Roxanne's Dog, I think, made a rap album with Roxanne, and other things. It's fun, but it's just like and everybody's like calling it a diss record. I'm like, it's not a diss record if every song is, and 3 of these songs are on the UTFO album. So it's not really a diss thing, I don't think. It became a hook and everybody started doing it.
It's like playful banter. That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
Well, it's back when rap was, I'm the best MC ever, and you can't hang with my rhymes. And that was it. Those were beefs in rap back then. They weren't shooting people. But then I went to I ended up with the funk, and I hit the Gap Band.
Oh.
Now overall, I love the Gap Band.
Yeah.
I love the songs that you drop the bomb on me early in the morning. Party Train is a lot of fun. You know, but there's that phrase, I'm not here for a long time, I'm here for a good time. The Gap Band is here for both a good time and a long time. Because if you listen to their party songs, they all go about 2 minutes way too long, and they're not saying anything new. They just hit on something and they repeat it over and over and over again. And I love them. In doing my research, I didn't know that the Johnson brothers, they're from Tulsa, is who the Gap Band's from. Their cousin is Bootsy Collins, which I didn't know. And I thought that was very interesting. If you've never heard the Gap Band, it's like early Kool and the Gang had a baby with Boogie, Earth, Wind, and Fire, but it's not as spiritual. You know, it's just they want to have a party, and we're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna repeat it over and over again. Now they do the soft songs too; those are okay. There was one that knocked me off my socks, but again, it goes about 2.5 minutes too long. It's on the end of Gap Band 2. The Gap Band very friendly to listeners because they number all their albums. It's Gap Band 1, Gap Band 2, Gap Band 3, Gap Band 4, which I appreciate. But at the end of Gap Band 2 is a song called The Boys Are Back in Town. And it's not Thin Lizzy or the Bus Boys or any of that. It's a soft song. I put it akin to, without as much depth as Living Colour's Open Letter to a Landlord, if you remember that song off of Vivid. But it's soft, it's nostalgic, it's about going back to your old hometown and seeing how much it's changed and kind of being wistful for what it used to be. It's a beautiful song, but again, also goes 2.5 minutes over what it should have been. There are 3 verses that could have been cut from this song and might have been a radio hit. But like, it was just funny that you listened to like early in the morning and, you know, Party Train, and it's like, boy, they hit their point at minute 3.5, and this is a 6.5 minute song, and they're just saying,
Right.
you know, and they're just doing the dancing. I mean, I love their shtick, and even on videos and stuff where they're wearing like hats that are too small for them, and you know they're dressed up as cowboys. You Drop the Bomb on Me is one of my favorite songs ever, so I won't go too hard on them, but
that's like the only Gap Band song I know. Like I'm not like they're just completely off my radar. You mentioned the Johnson brothers that obviously are in there. Is that who the Ohio Players were referencing at the beginning of Funky Worm, or because I know there's someone in that band named Johnson as well? Because they say at the very beginning of the song they say Mr. Johnson, but I don't
think they were going that hard.
Okay,
it's not a diss track on the Gap Band or anything.
No, it was more like a respect thing. Like gotcha. I don't know. I don't think
it is. They might have been a producer on it, but I doubt it.
Or it could,
they toured together. They toured together a bit, but also.
Yeah.
Like I used to get the Gap Band and the Daz Band mixed up a lot because the Daz Band who did Let It Whip, but those two used to tour together. That's why, and they used to have a big band called like the Funk All Stars, and it was like a bunch of people from various groups doing stuff. But nice. The Gap Band's good for a party. Get their greatest hits. They're a lot of fun, but there's nothing terribly too deep in the songwriting. Let's put it that way.
So I think, and probably very much like similar to Ohio Players, like from what you're describing.
Yes.
And all right. So that was part 1 of our homework. And then the part 2 was, we kind of briefly mentioned this. I think Seb had brought something up about a band that he had seen open for somebody, and it's just what put it into my head. So I thought we could talk a little bit about bands that we saw that opened for other bands, maybe like before they were famous, or for whatever reason after they were famous that they opened and they weren't the headliners. So for me, the one I always remember is I saw, I think it was Skid Row opening for Motley Crue, or not? I think it was Motley Crue. It was either Motley Crue or Guns N' Roses, but it was like before they were big. And then it was maybe a year later that they kind of broke through, and then it was like, hey, I've seen those guys. And then it turns out that somebody reminded me, you not only saw them then, you actually saw them in a bar one time, because they were doing a bar run and they made it to Winnipeg somehow. And I had seen them in a bar apparently too, but I was so drunk that night I didn't remember anything, but I had been there, and someone reminded me, we were there, we saw it, and and he remembered them. And then when we saw them open for Guns N' Roses, he remembered he had seen them 6 months earlier at or whoever. Yeah, it must have been Guns N' Roses. But yeah, so that was the one for me. There's probably been some other ones. Like I saw Tom Cochrane open for somebody. Oh, it might have been John Cougar Mellencamp.
That sounds right.
And I knew every single Tom Cochrane song, and I knew maybe half of the John Cougar Mellencamp songs because he was in this clique where he was
so Canadian,
only doing new songs. Well, no, but he had Cochrane had 20. He did a 20-song set, and everybody knew every song. Like it was all stuff that was played on the radio constantly. So
was he doing Red Rider stuff or just his?
Oh yeah, Red Rider and solo, and so and even some covers. So, so Seb, since you came up with the idea, what was yours?
So I had a big one and a smaller one. The big one was I saw Rush and AC/DC open for the Rolling Stones. Don't want to break your heart, Paul. I know that you love the Rolling Stones, but they were by far the worst of those three.
I'm not surprised.
AC/DC blew everybody out of the water, but Rush was also great.
When was that?
Oh, it was at SARS Fest, which is about to hit its anniversary in a couple of days. It was 2003. So 500,000 people. Yeah, it was this big show. But the Stones were not the highlight of that night. And then for somebody who's up and coming, I saw Avril Lavigne open for Chantal Kreviazuk, and now Avril Lavigne is world famous, and Chantal is Winnipeg, which is fine. But yeah, Avril had just I think Complicated just came out maybe that week on the radio. It was fresh opening, and it was a free show. It was outdoors at the beach, and so I remember she did a white girl rap. It was really weird, and then she did a couple of her hits, and everyone was like, oh, she seems interesting, and then she blew up a month later.
Oh wow! Well, you mentioned Chantal. I was sitting at a karaoke bar. This would have been 96-ish maybe, and this group of girls walks in, and this girl gets on stage and starts singing "Girls Just Want to Have Fun," and I'm like, I thought she had an amazing voice, but I didn't like the way she was singing the song. And then one of my friends that I was with says, "You don't know who that is?" And I'm like, "No. Why should I?" And she used a different name, and apparently it was Chantal Kreviazuk, and she's from Winnipeg, and she had just released, I think it was the album Under Those Rocks and Stones, and the first single had just come out. So she was just starting to break through, but she had been somewhat locally famous because she did her parents owned a pool and spa company, still do actually. It's called Krevco, and she did the jingle. And it was a "Get into Krevco." You can go Google it. It's on YouTube, and and that's so they had money, and that's probably why she broke through. So I always think of that whenever Seb talks about Chantal.
I'm going to date myself a little bit, but I've met her a couple of times, and one time was when I was working at Eaton's, which has not existed for quite a long time.
Oh yeah,
and she came to do an autograph signing, and mid-shift asked my boss if I could take a lunch, so I went up a couple of floors and I met her on my lunch, and it was pretty awesome. But
you know how some of those stars from the 90s, you see them now and you're like, oh my god, they look like they haven't aged a second. I saw Chantal doing the national anthem at the NHL final face-off 4 thing, whatever it was, Canada and the US. She's aged 30 years. I'm
going to see her in November.
But no, but she's still got a great voice, but she definitely looks, 55 or however old she is. Nothing wrong with that. I'm 55. Jeff, since I forgot you last time, I'll go with you next.
No, I mean, my main story is before they were famous is that the Dave Matthews Band first public concert was my first year picnic at the University of Virginia.
Oh,
an opening weekend. So, yeah, but opening groups, I have groups that are there, but none of them got huge. My favorite one might be that Mr. Big before To Be With You, their one big hit, opened for Rush on the Presto tour in 1991 at the Hampton Coliseum when I went. I mean, Like I saw Real Big Fish open for Blondie. I think they're great, but they're not huge. You know, it's one of those types of things where it's like like the Derek Trucks band opening for the Allman Brothers and way back in the day. But Derek Trucks Trucks and Tedeschi are a great band, but they're not like huge superstars. I don't really have a lot of those types of stories in terms of groups I saw. I saw some I love a lot of the bands I saw open for people, but
just
become world famous.
And not everyone does, but it is. I just find it kind of cool when that happens, when you see someone.
The one I wanted to see that I wish I had seen was the Beastie Boys opening, or was it the Beastie Boys opening for Public Enemy or Public Enemy opening for the Beastie Boys? One of those two, but that was the bill. I was just like, hell yeah, it's great.
I've seen some really bad openers, but
oh yeah,
yeah. Dan, what about you?
So I'm going to exclude any kind of like festivals, because if I started with those, I'd be here forever. Because there's some.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've seen festivals are a little bit different.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So right before Lady Gaga became big, I actually saw her in concert, and I think she was opening up. Why did I say it was for Fall Out Boy? Girl I was seeing, she had tickets. She got tickets from radio station she worked at, and I remember watching her and seeing her on live on stage, and I just turned to everyone and they go, she's gonna be huge. I'm like, I can tell you right now, she got the look for it, she got the voice for it, she is gonna be huge. And sure enough,
she's great.
Yeah, she's great.
Good
awesome.
Call. I've never seen her. I want to so bad.
Yeah, and sure enough, within the next year, she just blew up after that point. I was like, okay, great, it's great. And then ironically enough, this girl dragged me to a Justin Timberlake concert in MSG, and I was not too disappointed with it, actually. I was actually very happy with the Justin Timberlake concert, but what I liked more was it's about the same equally, was Timbaland actually opened up for him.
Neat.
Timbaland and Justin Timberlake do things together. He does a lot of producing for other artists and stuff like that, and that was great. And that was by 2008. Then I think 2011, it was Nickelback, and opening up for them was Bush. And this may have just been the Bush and Nickelback concert. That's all they should have just called it. And Bush just played their entire 16 Stone album right from start to end. Oh God, it was just awesome. They sounded exactly like they did on the album. I actually had to question whether or not it was lip syncing, but no way. There was just no way. Gavin Rossdale was just so great on that one. I was like, great. And the last one that I think that I wanted to say about this, well, I don't really necessarily consider this kind of like opening. It was Soundgarden and Nine Inch Nails, and Nine Inch Nails was opening for Soundgarden. And this was 2017, maybe a few weeks before Chris Cornell died. And
wow.
And so we get there, and Soundgarden was the main act. We get there and say, oh yeah, by the way, Nine Inch Nails is now the main act. I'm like, wait, what happened? And Chris Cornell sounded horrible. It was the first time I ever heard him sound that bad. I have his anthology. It sounds great on there. I've heard him on radio concerts. He sounds great on there. Live though, in person during that time, he sounded horrible. And people said that he was either on something or something was going on with them. And sure enough, Nine Inch Nails just blew everybody out of the water. So I was like, well, that was really your opening act, but it was really your main act. And everyone said, oh yeah, Nine Inch Nails always sounds like this. So I couldn't believe it. I felt like I was getting high without getting high when I was listening to Nine Inch
I always thought Nine Inch Nails was almost like, I always thought that was like just like a solo person like doing all the instruments, or am I thinking of somebody else?
No, that's Trent Reznor. That's Trent Reznor on Nine Inch Nails. Definitely not a solo person.
Okay.
The band was just awesome though. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Your Bush reminded me of when I saw it was actually Our Lady Peace opening for Guns N' Roses.
Oh, awesome.
And and this was 2017, and it's the best I'd heard Guns N' Roses since I saw them in like '89. I'd seen them a bunch of times, and Axl's voice was getting worse and worse and worse. And then all of a sudden it got better. Like, I don't know what, maybe got out, maybe he stopped drinking or something, or stopped smoking, who knows, but he was great. And they had the original lineup back together. So they were great, but Our Lady Peace was like phenomenal. Like it was like they hadn't aged, and this was like 25 years after their peak. And they, almost every song they did, I knew, even though I didn't think I knew a lot of Our Lady Peace songs. I know, Seb's a big fan of theirs, and their lead singer is married to Chantal Kreviazuk, right?
Yeah, so I guess we know who takes care of the kids if one of them aged and one of them hasn't.
There you go. Yeah, that's Seb's a
Yeah,
funny guy.
I'm seeing them both live at the end of the year. Chantal's
Nice.
opening up for Rain.
So Seb goes to so many live music. I like the last band I saw live or artist I saw live was Pink, and that was like 2.5 years ago now. I just don't get out to music much anymore. Just
Same.
life. Yeah, that's too bad. Like I'd love to, but family and cost. When I'm gonna go, I'm gonna spend money. I'm gonna get good seats. Like we were literally like Pink was like 20 feet away from us, singing. Like it was pretty cool, but we spent, good amount of money on those seats. So we'll go like once every 3 years, but we'll make it worth our while.
I'm embarrassed because I'm thinking about my last concert. I was the youngest one there because I saw Chicago and Earth, Wind, and Fire together.
Oh wow, that would be awesome.
That's
though,
a great
man.
concert, though. That's two great bands.
Oh, yeah.
Earth, Wind, and Fire looks like so much fun to see live. I saw them. They did a special on CBS, and they were showing people having fun at their concerts, dancing and singing.
They are, and it's also one of those things because there was a member of Chicago who wrote After the Love Is Gone.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And there's a connection between the two bands, and then they came out and did a couple songs together too. The two combined horn sections and stuff. It's phenomenal.
That's probably my favorite song by Earth, Wind, and Fire. After Love Is Gone. I mean, I like a lot of their songs, but that's the one that gets me. Okay, so that's it for our homework. I did, as I always do, I was listening to my 1974, 75 I'm into now albums. Not a ton that really stuck out, although the one I listened to today was the second, I think, number one album of 1975. And it was Linda Ronstadt, and Heart Like a Wheel. Oh yeah. My God, I love this album. She does a couple of Buddy Holly covers on there. When Will I Be Loved and It Doesn't Matter Anymore. Those were pretty big hits for her. And
You're No Good is on that one, right?
Yeah, You're No Good was great.
That's such a phenomenal song.
Yeah, kind of country rock ish. Faithless Love was written by J.D. Souther of the Eagles. And that's a nice one. And I think Linda is probably almost like an unofficial member of the Eagles in some ways. Like she did a lot of co-writing.
No, the Eagles were her backing band.
Oh really? Oh, I didn't know that.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I thought they were already big stars by then. By like this time.
No. They started out as backing musicians for Linda Ronstadt and then broke off into the Eagles.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay. Well, because this was her fifth album, but the first one that went to number one. And just a great album. So and then I was looked ahead. I tried not to, but like my next one that I got to do is Average White Band, so that's going to be interesting. I don't know.
They're fun.
Are they? Okay.
They're I mean they are a kind of a funk group. They don't do a lot of songs with lyrics. It's a lot of horn play.
Okay.
Pick up the pieces. Cut the
cake. Right? That's like Pick Up the Pieces.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was trying to figure out what you were singing, but I think I got the message. Yeah.
Well, there's it's kind of almost like an instrumental, but I guess they say Pick Up the Pieces at some point.
It is other than Pick Up the Pieces. Yeah, same with Cut the Cake. Just a little bit, give some cream.
So I'll probably try to listen to that tomorrow or the next day. And I had Elton John's greatest hits on here too, his first one. And I had bought this back in like the early 80s when Columbia Record and Tape Club, you got 14 albums for a penny, and then you had to like buy 8 albums over the next 3 years at like whatever, $40 an album or something. It was like the biggest scam.
Parents yelling at you. What is this $30 bill for a cassette? Well, I joined Columbia House again, Mom. Sorry.
Yeah. I wanted those 14 records. So I think at one point when I started getting into Elton John, and I think we talked about this last week or the week before, when like stuff like Nikita and that, like when in the mid 80s when he had his comeback, and then I started listening to his early stuff, and I got Elton John's greatest hits 1 and 2, and so like that great Elton John's greatest, sometimes greatest hits albums, you listen to them and there's like maybe like 3 good songs on them, and then the rest are like, these aren't hits. This was freaking. I mean, your song.
The worst is when Columbia had their own version of the tape, and it wasn't the actual version of the tape. It was edited or whatever.
This was the actual one because I remember this cover. But I mean, your song, Daniel, Honky Cat, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting, Rocket Man, Benny and the Jets, Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me, Border Song, which is like, you might not recognize that title, but it's like, That one, I think people think it's called Holy Moses, and then Crocodile Rock, like 10 songs.
That's the greatest hits. Yes.
Oh yeah, and this was his first one though. I mean, he had 2 more by the mid 90s, and this guy's still releasing music. So it's like, I think he's had like 7 or 8 greatest hits albums. And I mean, I swear, like when all said and done, like he might be like, he's in the conversation for the best. Like, he's not my favorite or anything, but man, this guy's had a career.
What's your favorite Elton John song?
Wow. It's tough. I mean, there's so many. Like,
yeah.
Damn, I really like Border Song.
Pick one. This isn't hard.
Border
Just pick
Song.
one and lie to me if you don't know. That's
Border Song. Border Song.
I really like Burn Down the Mission.
Okay.
If you've ever heard that one. Just the piano on that is so. It's both sanguine and happy and then sad, and the story is just kind of dark. It's one of Elton John's darker tunes. Now look, I'm with you. There's a bunch of songs I like by him.
I'm looking at his thing to see what I forgot. Yeah, for me, it's always going to be something like that's not completely overplayed. I love "Step Into Christmas." Like that's like one of my favorite Christmas songs.
I guess that's why they call it the blues.
That's
is
a good
high
one.
On my playlist of it.
I love Nikita. Empty Garden. Oh man, Empty Garden.
Garden's good.
Yeah. What about you guys? Dan, you got a favorite Elton John song?
Guys, like you said, it's really tough. I mean, I was just like, I do like Rocket Man. I think that's a good one. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. That's definitely a good one. I mean, I can't pick one. There's just not just one favorite Elton John song. I mean, everything is like you said, they're like almost like a greatest hits. Like every album was almost like a greatest hits.
I forgot about Leave On. Leave On is one of my favorite songs.
Leave On used to be my favorite, and then I started listening to it too much.
Yeah. Did I say Secret? I meant Empty Garden. When I think I said Empty Secret Garden. I meant Empty Garden.
No, you said Empty Garden.
Oh, did I? Okay. Yeah. Do you got one, Seb?
Yeah. So for me, it's easy. It's Crocodile Rock, but it's because there used to be a bar in downtown Toronto called Crocodile Rock, and it was. I'll just call it a cougar bar because that's what it was. And I was about 19 when I started going there. And
I got one of those near me too.
They played all the classics. So, me being 19, I was loving just going in and having some drinks, and they had cheap drinks. And at the end of the night, every single time for closing time, they'd play Crocodile Rock, and just the best memories associated with that song. So that's my pick.
I just found another one. It was the B-side of your song, Take Me to the Pilot. Oh, I love that song. Yeah, that's one that you don't hear a lot. So whenever I hear it, I crank it.
There was a version when a bunch of people did Elton John covers for an album. The Who did Take Me to the Pilot.
Oh, really?
And that's actually pretty good. And it's Townsend doing the lead on it, and it's pretty good.
That's funny because Elton covered a Who song too.
I first heard Take Me to the Pilot because McDonald's had CDs for certain artists, and they had an Elton John CD, and that was the opening track on it.
So you buy like a Big Mac meal, and you get like a
and you pay like $6 to $8 for this CD. And it was a great CD because it was like a bunch of Elton John hits. So yeah.
Wow. That's I like I said, I mean there's others. I mean the Stones have been forever, and I could. Seb said I'm a huge Stone fan. I guess I am. I mean they're not like I said, the funny thing is I never considered myself a Stones fan until I started listening to more and more of their music, and then I just find myself getting into it.
There are bands where that happens. Where you just go, I like so many of their songs that I've become like. For me, that band was Steely Dan.
Okay.
I didn't realize how many songs of theirs I liked, and then it's like all of a sudden I go, I'm a Steely Dan fan. What the? And then you go, why does Dirty Work sound so different than every other song that they did then? It's like, because they went from being a live band to being a studio band, and they dumped their lead singer. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Chicago was like that for me when I realized that everything wasn't their mid 80s stuff, which I kind of don't like.
Look Away.
Yeah. Even the big hits like
David Foster came in and said, "Get rid of the horns," and it was just like, "What are you doing?"
It's like two different bands. Like it really is, and that early to mid 70s stuff is just outstanding. and that's what I choose to remember them for. I mean, their 80s stuff is fine. Like, I don't dislike it, but I hear people say, "Oh, the 80s Chicago is my favorite." I'm like, probably not sharing a musical taste with you.
I will not talk to that person.
You will if you knew who I was talking about. It's kind of like when I talk about the Beach Boys and somebody says their favorite song is Surfing USA. It's like, okay, I'll have a conversation with somebody else.
No. Surfing USA, Surfing USA, you can forgive. You can't forgive Kokomo as their favorite song by the Beach Boys. True.
But I mean, if it's not from Pet Sounds, I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, that's a great album. I'm Sloop John B for me, but everyone's got their favorite Beach Boys song. All right, there was. Oh, what was it? Oh, we were going to talk about
the woman's name.
The woman's name. So Seb, this came up from a conversation you were having where you and your lady friend were listening to Ruby songs.
We were listening to a bunch of different Ruby songs, and I said that Ruby by the Kaiser Chiefs was my favorite Ruby song, which is probably a bit controversial, but
it says Ruby. Okay. Yeah. I didn't really know that song until a couple years ago when our other chat group that we have was sharing that one. And what were some other good ones?
Oh, so they had we also listened to Ruby Tuesday by the Stones, which I know you being the massive Stones fan. Ruby Don't Take Your Love to Town by Kenny Rogers, which is another good one. And then Ruby Soho, Rancid.
Ruby Soho by who's that does that one?
Rancid.
Isn't it Rancid?
Rancid, right. That's and that's wrestling tie-in. And Jeff, you had a good one, was Sally, right?
Or Sally. Oh yeah. Mustang Sally by Wilson Pickett. Long Tall Sally by Little Richard. I could pick any third one and beat you. But not you, Paul.
Don't look back in anger.
Sally Can't Dance by Lou Reed's a good one. Sally Simpson by The Who, but I picked it's an Alan Toussaint song, but I love Robert Palmer's version of Sneakin' Sally Through the Alley. Side one of Sneakin' Sally Through the Alley is just an awesome listen, and the first three songs all blend together, but that was Robert Palmer when he was funky, and it's awesome. And basically Fish, if you've ever heard the Fish version, they basically glom the Robert Palmer version. But it's a great song.
I was trying to find a third Alice song to go along with Living Next Door to Alice, but then I was thinking about
Restaurant.
No, but the problem is I was thinking that the White Rabbit was an Alice song, but it's not called Go Ask Alice. So that would so mine was Mary, and there's a bunch of Mary, but I like Wind Cries Mary, obviously, and what was the other one? So I have Arms of Mary, which is by Chilliwack, a Canadian band, which I really love. And what was
You didn't get the Elton John song with Alice in the title? All the Girls Love Alice?
I don't know that one. Okay. It must be an album track, or?
No, it's from Goodbye Yellow Brick Road.
Oh, okay. So I definitely listened to it when I listened to that album. What was the other Mary song I had on my list?
You had Proud Mary. I think that's what you
Proud
had.
Mary, yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Proud Mary's a good one.
Yeah, and I go with the Tina Turner version, but I mean, there's CCR as well. Are the two big ones. I mean, there's other people that have done that song.
Association and Along Comes Mary. That's a good one.
Oh yeah. And then I had Jane.
Mary by Run DMC. That's a good one too.
Yeah, I know that one. I had Jane, which and then you had different songs than I did, but I had Jane by Jefferson Starship, Jane by Bare Naked Ladies, and Jane Says by Jane's Addiction. That's a sneaky good one, in my opinion. But I guess a lot of people don't know the Bare Naked Ladies song. But you had replaced it with Breaking Benjamin, Diary Jane, and Mary Jane's Last Dance. That was Seb.
Yeah,
that had that one.
Everybody should know Jane. That's a fantastic tune.
It is, yeah. Jane, inspired by the people at her school and work. Jane thinks that I'm a pedantic.
Every man becomes a lovesick jerk.
Yeah.
That song is named after an intersection in Toronto, Jane and St. Clair. So her name is Jane St. Clair in the song.
Right. So it's not actually about a woman.
I technically I think they just like the sound of it because Jane
yeah.
and St. Clair has nothing special. I think there's like a pizza there, which is big pizza chain here.
They
Which
also
Bret
had a
Hart
song.
did a big ad for, but
They also had a song called Enid, but I couldn't think of any other Enids.
Oh yeah, that was a show.
Yeah. What about you, Dan?
So yeah, I didn't see this chat until like
Okay.
late last night, and then this morning, and I said, oh, I'll just respond this morning, and I said, oh, Paul took the Marys. My aunt's name, she was Mary. And I said, okay, well, Paul already took the Marys, but I still think there's another Mary song in there. So of course, Wind Cries Mary was one of them. Mary, Mary, why you bugging from the Monkees? I was like, great. I'm like, Monkees, Mary, Mary. I love that song. That's just such a great song. I love the Monkees too. They're so cool. And then Bloody Mary from Lady Gaga. That became a huge hit a few years ago because I guess Wednesday that series that came out, they had I guess Jenna Ortega did one of the dances on Wednesday, and they made like a whole TikTok thing out of that, and they used the Bloody Mary song as one of the songs, but it wasn't the actual song in the series, the actual song in the series with Goo Goo Muck. But they redid the whole thing on TikTok and made it into Bloody Mary, and it became huge from that too. So I was like, oh, I'm like, you know what, that was a great song too. So yeah.
I was trying the other one I thought of two good ones, but I was trying to think of a third. Oh yeah, okay. So Susie Q, Wake Up Little Susie, and Little Susie by Tesla. So Susie is a good one. I there's got to be others, but I just maybe people, if you're listening later, you could leave a comment or comment on the Facebook post or whatever, and then maybe if we see them, we'll listen to them next week and kind of come up with it. But and after all is said and done, maybe Ruby is the best one. I don't know. Those are pretty solid. Those top three. I don't know what. Although I don't know, I kind of like the Mary one too. But I don't know. Anybody have any other? Did anybody come up with any other ones or no? No. Okay.
Nope.
Well, once I hit on a good one, I stopped, Paul.
Well, hey, that's fair enough. It was not like I told you to come up with 10.
It's like you had Mary, you had Jade. I'm like, I'll go with Sally. Somebody else can come up with Ruby, and then we'll all be good. We'll cover most of the web. Because all I was thinking was like single songs like Amanda by Boston or Rosanna by Toto. It's like you're not
and there are some great ones like Amanda, and Candy O, I Want Candy. But then is there a third one? I don't know.
I don't think that I Want Candy is about a woman. I
think it is. Candy on the streets, there's nothing better. I want candy when she's wrapped in a sweater.
Well, maybe.
I think it's about a woman. And Candy O is definitely about a woman, but I don't know if there's a third one. Sex and Candy? No.
Mercy Playground. I've met them too. They're really cool guys. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, that could be something we talk about next week. People that we've met. So let's come up with some homework for next week. We got about 7 or 8 minutes, although we don't have to.
Actually, Valerie's a good one, but there's only 2 songs I know with the name Valerie.
So there's Valerie
and Steve Winwood.
What about Roxanne? I mean, you could just do songs from the that first band you talked about. Would be all the Roxanne.
No, UTFO and the Police. There we
go. You could probably have 10. If you get into rap stuff, there's probably some good rap ones that would have multiples of the same name, I would think, if you go deep enough into the catalogs.
Probably a ton on Haley because the amount of hate she got, and then Eminem would end your career. So
yeah.
Jenny is a good one. We didn't.
So there's
Jenny.
I mean, there's 8675309 Jenny, but what other ones?
Yeah. Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels. Jenny, Take a Ride.
Okay, I don't know that one, but maybe I'll listen to it.
It's part of CC Ryder. When he was combining 2 different songs with it. I'm trying to think of a third one, but I can't.
I just thought of one that there's got to be some.
Judy is a good one.
Oh yeah, Sweet Judy Blue Eyes.
You have Judy in Disguise. Judy. Punk.
Judy in Disguise is a great song.
Hey Jude kind of counts.
Yeah, I was gonna say Hey Jude might count. Yeah.
Yeah, just on Amanda, Don Williams, Amanda. That's one like top 3 country song for me of all time.
Okay.
So.
Annie.
God, yeah. Annie song by
Annie's song.
John Denver. Michelle by the Beatles. My Michelle by
Michelle,
Guns N'
yeah.
Roses. And then
Yeah.
third one, I don't know, Michelle by Luther Vandross, maybe. I don't know. Best songs about Michelle's. There's a great thing called Ranker that will give you songs by like songs with similar names or whatever. Yeah, there's a few. That's the problem is some of these die at 2.
Sarah, because I'm sure there's the third one for Sarah.
Sarah Smile.
Sarah Smile, Sarah by Jefferson Starship, and then Sarah by Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, there you go. That's a good one. That's a sneaky late comer there for the last one. So Sarah, I'll say that's number 3, unless we come up with something better. Somebody, our friend Daza, when he listens back, will I'm sure he'll come up with something.
Sherry.
Oh, Sherry.
Because you have Oh Sherry, you have Sherry by the Four Seasons.
Sherry lady. Yep.
Yeah. I just don't know what the third.
I think Frankie Valli is still alive and singing that song.
Yes.
Or he's an animatronic at this point now.
He looks horrible.
Horrible.
Though.
I know.
They're doing live, and they bring him out on stage, and he looks.
It's Weekend at Bernie's. It's Weekend at Bernie's for him.
I mean, I met Bob Hope like about 2 years before he died in a grocery store, just standing there with his eyes in this vacant look. I'm just like, my God, the lights are on, but nobody's home. That's Frankie Valli right now. So.
Mm-hmm.
Sheila was one that I got 2 of, but I couldn't get a third one. Oh, Sheila.
What do you have?
Oh, Sheila and Sheila by Tommy Rowe.
Is Oh, Sheila the Ready for the World version?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Sheila. Joanna. No. Joanna. There's Joanna by Kool and the Gang and Joanna by what's that guy's name? Eddie Grant.
Did you want a man have a theme song? Because we could go with that for the third.
Maria. I don't even think about Maria.
Oh, Maria.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
yeah.
that's a great one.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
There's got to be the million.
Oh, there's a bunch of them. Santana,
Maria.
Blondie. From The Sound of Music as well. I guess the soundtrack from there.
West Side Story.
Yep. Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
There's top
Ave
60,
Maria.
Top 65 songs with Maria in the title.
There you go.
I think Maria may win just due to the entire thing.
I think that's a ending track thing right there. Anything with
Maria.
Ave Maria
by Ave Maria by Blondie.
Ave Maria. I like that.
Maria by Blondie was strong.
And Maria by Santana is also strong.
Maria.
Written by Wyclef.
Yeah. And My Maria by B.W. Stevenson or Brooks and Dunn.
Yeah.
Joanne by Lady Gaga. One. There you go. So there's a third Joanne. Joanna. That's close enough. Because you got Joanna by Kool and the Gang and Joanna. I freaking love that Joanna song.
But the number of songs you have that you probably do with
Maria's got to be it.
Mary. Mary's strong too. I mean,
we only touched the surface of Mary songs. I think we could have probably done 20 Mary songs because and then Mary is, if you added the Mary, like Mary, like MERRY MAR.
Now you're
Maria and Mary are the same name, basically.
That is true.
Right,
that is true.
All right, who hasn't picked homework yet? Because I want someone who hasn't gone to go.
Okay, Seb, give us some homework.
Besides the famous person that you've met?
Famous people, famous musician that we've met.
Okay.
But something music related, like something for us to listen to. Give us a genre and an era.
I'm gonna go with anything by the Fugees because we were talking Maria. So
anything
by either Proswell or Lauryn Hill or Wyclef.
So either Fugees albums or people in the Fugees. Okay.
Gotcha.
Hopefully we all pick different stuff. I mean, we have a chat group, so we'll try to make sure we don't all hit different things.
Yeah.
The same.
I can go last because I can just off the cuff do that one.
I don't listen to enough Fugees, so you know what? I'm gonna take one that I've always meant to listen to and I never have, and I'll just say it right now. I'm gonna take Miseducation of Lauryn Hill because I've never actually listened to that album all the way through. So
just one best album of all time.
I've never listened to that or a Fugees album all the way through.
Oh,
so-
okay, okay. Seb's a huge Wyclef fan, so he thinks and this will be a future one. We're gonna do at some point. We'll do duets, but he thinks that Wyclef Jean is the best duet artist in history.
Oh, the number of duets he has.
Is that like your Stones love? Is that a running joke or is he serious about it?
It's not a
Oh,
joke.
I'm
Okay.
absolutely dead serious.
Yeah,
All right.
and I mean,
No,
it's
there's
not
nothing wrong with that. I just
yeah, it's not a joke with
It's
the Stones with
unusual.
me. It's
it's
I always talk about
unusual,
them. That's all.
all.
Yeah, no, it is unusual, but man, he's not wrong. Like I'm not saying he's the best, but he's got a lot of good ones. He did. What was that one that I found that was recent where he had done it in like 2007? Oh my god, it was a background that he did of a famous. It was Maxi Priest, that Cat Stevens song that Maxi Priest did. What was that?
Oh God.
Wild World?
World. He and so he did background with Maxi Priest on like a later release of that song. It's freaking amazing. It's really good.
That was just after he did.
Maxi Priest who did I Just Want to Be Close to You, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
what was the
That
other
Girl.
one?
Well, I think
did?
Wild World was probably his biggest hit.
Wild
I
World.
think. Yeah,
But that
There's
girl's
another
pretty
remake
good
I
as
thought
well.
he did.
yeah.
Oh.
Didn't he do something with Shaggy too? I want to say, or maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, Mr. Boombastic.
Maybe.
That might be it. Yeah.
But that girl was Maxi Priest, and I'm drawing a blank on.
Yeah, but
It's a really
that
famous song.
that 2007 one. I mean, if you get a chance, listen to it. It's really good. But that's going to do it for our show, man. The hour's up already. So I want to thank everybody for watching and listening. And we've got some more people listening on the audio feed. Dan, we gave you a lot of songs to choose from here. So take your pick.
Yeah.
So for Seb, for Jeff, for Dirty Dan the Music Man, I've been Paul Fontaine, and this has been the Music Nerds Podcast.